Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Scott with 3 Guns Down as always, and this is our E3 prediction video. As you can see, I have somebody with me. You have no idea who he is, though. This is Brogan. Today we're talking about our E3 predictions, what we plan to see at E3. Because there's just way too freaking much. It's gonna. What do you think? Like your general thought on E3 right now? Do you think it's gonna be?
I think compared to a lot of the others, it's going to be really lackluster.
No, see now here's the. I think this E3 is either going to be a massive train wreck or it's going to be the coolest E3 ever. I mean,
I don't think it has anywhere near the potential to be coolest E3 ever.
I think it does have the potential because we're going to see a lot of new titles, and I think the reason why people don't think this has a lot of potential to be as cool as previous E3s is because no one knows what's coming. That's part of the problem. Nothing's been announced. No one's said anything. So,
well, like, you can see why they'd say that, because it also kind of seems like they just don't have anything built up.
Let's start talking about the consoles or the companies themselves. So let's talk about Sony first, and what are we expecting out of their press conference? So they had their one back in February, and they showed us a lot of cool stuff. They showed us games. Games are always a good thing. They showed us the controller. They showed us their little move thingy sensor in front of it.
And yet they didn't show us what all that went to.
Yeah, they didn't show us the console.
That's... it's a console war right now because the next gen's coming out. You know, the Wii U's already out, even though the Wii U's... It's still... I don't even think the Wii U's anything more than an accessory.
No, it is. The Wii U is...
It's honestly...
It is its own separate console.
But they use... It's primarily used as an accessory. You can't deny that.
No, because the Wii U and the Wii are two different boxes.
Yeah,
They're
I know,
not the same box.
but you still can connect them. It's whatever. Okay, look.
Can you connect them?
Back to Sony.
Okay, but so yeah, hopefully they actually show us the PlayStation 4 what it looks like. If they go to E3 and they don't show us what it looks like,
they're gonna fuck themselves over that way.
I mean,
if they
so
don't at least give us the prototype model or something like that.
Do you not have the box ready?
Yeah.
Why would you not have the box ready?
Just kind of like under the TV, they've got like a bunch
cardboard box with like hard drives
PS4
and
on top
in
of
it. It's got two PS2s taped together. They did show us some games, and I mean, I really think they did do well on the game side at their press conference, but they didn't do well enough because people were kind of like, you know, the thing with, and this is so funny because when you look at both press conferences from Microsoft and from Sony, everybody that came out of Sony's press conference said, well, who are they talking to? Were they talking to gamers? Were they talking to entertainment? Because they talked about entertainment, they talked about games, they talked about streaming services, they talked about all this stuff, and so they're like, who is that targeted at? And then the Microsoft one, they're like, entertainment. And so obviously no gamer cared about the Microsoft one, except when Call of Duty was at the end, and then that was a select audience as well.
Fish.
Yeah, the fish.
Anyway, but
you know, hopefully they're going to show us, there's going to be Destiny gameplay reveal.
I am excited as hell for Destiny.
I am too. And honestly, I've been thinking about getting a PlayStation 4 for exclusive content.
I don't think the exclusive content's going to be worth it all that much.
Well, okay, so here's the option. We don't know if there's going to be a PC port yet or not. Bungie has said that's not out of the realm of possibilities, but they haven't confirmed it yet, right?
I hope there's a PC port.
I do too, because I'd much rather play it on PC.
I'm not getting an Xbox One, so if there's not a PC port, the only place that I've got to go for is
a PlayStation 4.
Metal Gear Solid. They're talking about
Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain. There was somebody that figured that out. There was the trailer for Metal Gear Solid, the Phantom Pain. Whenever they showed Metal Gear Solid, whenever they showed Metal Gear Solid, apparently etched out in the words, you could fit the Phantom Pain in the exact same font, spaced out the exact same way in between the letters.
What the fuck do people look for this stuff?
I'm looking there like, did you break the Da Vinci Code? Fuck. Final Fantasy, there's another Final Fantasy from Square Enix.
They're talking about the Final Fantasy VII remake, but I don't...
Maybe. That's kind of like one of those, that's like the White Fox.
I think if they did it, it'd be really well.
Or the White Moose.
Okay.
Something white in the Force that you don't normally find.
I think if they did it, it'd work, but...
Yeah, it would work. Dude, if you made a Final Fantasy VII remake in HD on a PlayStation 4, like super HD, people would go fucking nuts for it. I mean, nuts for that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last Guardian?
I have no idea what the hell that is, to be honest. What's its genre, sort of?
Fantasy RPG, Western style fantasy.
What's the gameplay kind of like?
Adventure.
Is it kind of similar to like Shadow of the Colossus?
Yeah, similar without as much combat. It looked like. You have like a companion that's games don't have to have. Games
there
don't
wasn't that much combat in Shadow of the Colossus to begin with.
You killed giants.
Like 13, and that's it. That's all you fought. 13 fucking giants.
Something from EA.
Is EA not going to be on the E3 conference with?
I think EA is having their own conference.
But are they going to be on Sony's stage at all?
That's the question. Because the February press conference for Sony,
EA wasn't there, were they?
nope.
Yeah.
Nowhere to be seen. However, they did have they did have Activision with Destiny, which EA and Activision are like rivals. There's also rumor, and I'm really, really excited about this. I don't know if it's going to be a PlayStation exclusive or not, but maybe a new Deus Ex game.
I never got into Deus Ex. Excuse me.
So there was the original Deus Ex, which was out on PC, and
yeah, I know all of its origins and all that.
Yeah, and
because I know once they released Deus Ex on the console, people were like, "It's not the same game." Okay, let's get on to Xbox now.
Xbox.
They need to talk about games.
Yeah.
Like, they have to save themselves with the games that they want to talk about.
Xbox is pretty much nothing but damage control at E3.
It really is. They can't hype themselves up because the Xbox One was just such a disappointment.
So this is what they did wrong at their press conference. First of all, they didn't have a Q&A session afterwards where people could sit and ask them questions.
I think if they had a Q&A session, they could have gotten
They would have fared a lot better.
And they could honestly do a lot more at E3. But instead, why didn't they do a Q&A?
They didn't do a Q&A because they let everybody that was in the press just roam around and ask people questions that worked at Microsoft. That's an
awful idea.
Unless, look...
Because you're going to have that one worker that has no idea what the fuck's going on. He's just going to walk around like, I work here.
And then also, okay, so their press conference at E3, which is tomorrow, they've canceled their roundtable Q&A for after that.
Because it just kind of hits you, and after all, you're just kind of like, I don't care
If they say the word entertainment on stage, I might stab them. Like, I will go to the TV, I will go to Los Angeles, and I will stab them. Whatever theater they were, what's his name? Rob or something. Nick or Nimid. We know there's Forza 5.
I'm kind of excited about that, honestly.
I love my racing games. I love Forza 5.
I've never been one much for racing games, but I liked Forza 4 a lot.
Forza 5. Rise, which is a Roman-type fighting game. I remember when the Kinect first came out.
I don't even... They're doing too much shit with the Kinect.
This is funny, though. When the Kinect first came out, they were actually talking about this game being on Kinect at E3, okay?
Okay, but...
This was like 3-4 years ago, alright?
Okay.
And they announced it at E3, and that game just disappeared.
Problem. Every time they do a fighting Kinect game, the mechanics are so fucking stupid. You know the Star Wars Kinect game?
Oh, God.
You could literally beat the entire game doing this. How much?
Quantum Break.
Do you know what that is?
They showed us a trailer of it, like 30 seconds of a trailer, and maybe 2 seconds of it was gameplay. It's like, really? Thanks, guys.
Yeah. Okay, this is something I was thinking about this earlier. Of the Xbox One, the always online. I know we're kind of skipping on some stuff, but the always online of it. I think it's an awful idea.
It does. It's an awful idea. No one's gonna like it.
Because there are customers out there that buy the console just for the offline play.
Right.
Like, there are people out there that they don't have internet.
Right.
They buy the console for fun.
And I don't think.
And I honestly think it's Microsoft looking at these people and going, "We don't care that much about your business. Fuck you."
Right. So, like, if you took a percentage of the customer base, like how many Xboxes are sold or have been sold, and then how many Xboxes have been online, I would say there's at least 20% probably more, I would almost bet, 20% of the customer base or those Xboxes missing. So basically what you're saying is goodbye to 20% of our business.
Yeah, pretty much. Have they mentioned anything about the price yet?
No.
I'm afraid they're going to pull a PlayStation 3. I'm afraid they're going to come out with it and be like, Well, it's a really sophisticated console, so we're gonna charge you $1,200.
I would be a little surprised, but not that much surprised if they came
I wouldn't be at all, honestly.
If they came out on stage and they were like $600. I would.
I'd say 500 would be about the maximum price.
The max. And honestly, I mean, E3 is just going to be nothing but damage control for Xbox.
They fucked up.
I don't think they even know they fucked up because they're all like, yeah, Xbox One. And everyone's behind them going.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they just can't see back here.
The exclusive. You know how they're naming off so many exclusives?
Right.
You know how they're doing so much shit with the Kinect?
Right.
I'm really worried they're gonna have way too many exclusives to the Kinect.
Right, yeah.
I mean, like
15 of our exclusive games are Kinect. Even Quantum.
You're only showing 15 exclusives!
If they come out and start playing Kinect Adventures 2 on stage, I will shoot myself.
I'll probably quit watching the conference.
Yeah.
No press.
Nintendo's gonna be at E3.
They're supposed to have some kind of like bullshit little tea party kind.
They're gonna have a vendor press conference, which is basically like saying, we don't have anything to show the press, but we need to explain to our vendors why they should keep that Wii U on the shelf collecting dust. Where's that Wind Waker HD?
They keep talking about...
Why aren't they having an actual press conference to show... I think the reason why they're not having an actual press conference to show us these games is because they're nowhere near ready.
Yeah,
we're not going to see them.
They don't even have any... They don't have it tall enough to even show any gameplay.
I mean, they've done this twice already. The 3DS did horrible to begin with because it had shitty launch lineup. Yeah. Since when were the Japanese stupid?
I don't know. They still kick our asses at games, so...
Since the Wii U?
I mean... Like... You know, when they made the Wii U, they didn't clarify anywhere near enough on
it. Is it a Wii? Is it a Wii plus a
and
U?
Then, honestly, I think they fucked themselves because...
They should have called it the Wii 2U.
Something like that, you know.
Wii 2U. That's just creepy Japanese shit. Wii 2U.
Yeah. You know you remember the commercial? Will you like to play?
Yeah! Will you like to play? Those are really fucking catchy, though.
I like that commercial.
Yeah, where it has all the, it has Miyamoto and all them, and they're like, we would like to play. I was like, yes, I want to play.
I kind of want to play now.
Smash Brothers.
But I think back to Nintendo Direct. I wish they would get rid of it. Because they try to talk about way too much of the stuff they're doing on Nintendo Direct.
I think Nintendo Direct makes them look like pompous assholes.
They are, at this point.
Because what it feels like they're saying to me with Nintendo Direct is that we don't need an E3 press conference. We're better than everybody else right now, okay? Yeah. We don't need one. Don't need one. Duh. And then they're like, also, we're better than you, so you're going to get up at 7 a.m. to watch our Nintendo Direct.
Yeah,
we're not going to do this at an Eastern time or a Western time. Yeah, we're not going to do this at a Western time that's, relevant to you. Even though this is directed at you, and this is where most of our sales are, fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, we're not buying it right now anyway. You should do this in the middle of the day when everybody's out of work, when the kids are home from school, when the gamers are done gaming.
But I think
but
they'll have to have a hell of a booth.
Yeah.
Like, their booth is gonna, they've always had a nice booth. Like, their booths have always been above and beyond. They always put a lot into that, but...
I just think if there was anything worth our time, they would be having a press conference. Yeah. And they don't think that anything's worth our time, so they're not having a press conference.
Yeah. It's kind of sad, honestly.
It's really sad because, God, we started playing with Nintendo.
Honestly, yeah. First console that I ever really played was in 64.
And I played Super Nintendo.
Yeah, so...
That was 6 months before you were born.
Yep.
I was playing Metroid.
Actually, I remember playing Metroid.
Well, we kept that thing around for a long time.
Yeah.
We had Mortal Kombat on it, too.
I don't remember that.
I had Mortal Kombat. Well, I sat there and played with the babysitter, and she let me kick her ass.
She was a nice babysitter. Anyway, Okay.
Microsoft is in a really shitty place right now because they put themselves there.
Honestly, I think
Nintendo is in a bigger shithole.
I think
because they were just idiots. They thought, oh, we're Nintendo, it's gonna be okay.
Microsoft and Nintendo fucked up, and I think Sony's about to really put the hurt on.
I really do think Sony is gonna take this generation by storm, and a lot of people are like, no, Nintendo. And look, Xbox fanboy.
Yeah, same. I became a hard game. Like, I started doing, like,
as soon as we picked up the original Xbox, we never said hi to Nintendo again.
Yeah. And we were massive Nintendo fanboys because we both were, like, in love
since
with
our childhood. And Smash Brothers, and Mario,
we played
GoldenEye.
Smash Brothers for hours. So, you know, don't even give us the bullshit of we're Sony fanboys. Honestly, I've had a pretty...
I hate the PlayStation.
Yeah, I've had a pretty damn big hate on the PlayStation since I've been...
That controller is so shitty.
It is.
Why here?
I don't...
Here. Not here.
Yeah, I don't know why. It just feels so...
They have Xbox 360, PlayStation 4 controllers. They're PlayStation 3 controllers shaped like 360 controllers. But what do you want to see come out of E3? What is your number one thing to see come out of E3?
Destiny right now.
So Destiny.
Well, not Destiny specifically, a PC port for Destiny.
Ooh, yes.
That
would actually.
That's what I'm really looking forward to.
That would be nice.
That's probably the biggest thing I'm looking forward to.
I would like.
I'm also kind of hoping that they will make the Xbox One not awful, just so that way Microsoft stays in the game. Yeah,
what if Microsoft just like comes out of nowhere at their press conference and like, so you remember that thing back in May? We were fucking with you. Everything we said was a lie. Now we're gonna get to the good shit.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to. I want to see a new IP. Honestly, I don't care what kind of genre it is. I just want to see a really new, invigorating, inventive IP that's just a new spin on things. Yeah. And I want to see it come out of one of these in-house studios from Microsoft or from Sony. And the reason why I want to see that is we've been in this trend for so many years. How many sequels have we gotten in the last 3 years? Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, 50. Call of Duty 52.
Fuck you, I love Assassin's Creed.
You didn't like Assassin's Creed 3?
Oh, I'm sorry. They fucking changed the entire game, and instead of making it about Assassin, they made you run around with a fucking hatchet and go, I hit you, I hit you, I hit you.
God.
I'm sorry, I'm an Assassin's Creed fanboy, and they fucked up 3. Fuck anybody that disagrees with me. That's my opinion. I hate the fucking thing. Alright?
But, you know, we've had so many sequels. I want to see something new that shows they're still willing to take a risk. Because if these companies aren't willing to take a risk anymore on new IPs, the gaming market's going to go stale really quickly.
Yeah, honestly, I think the gaming market right now is kind of in a downfall.
Well, that's pretty much it for this discussion, guys. Don't forget to watch E3 and check out this channel for as much E3 news and information as I can stuff in here on a day. It's going to be a lot. We'll have our little summary after each conference, maybe 5-10 minutes the most. I'm Scout.
I'm Brogan.
And that's pretty much it from us at 3 Guns Down. We'll see you guys later.
Sit in my closet and hug my knees and cry. Lay down, try not to cry a lot.
Xbox One sucks. Lay down, cry.
Alright.
Sports.
Sports. TV, sports.
That was really good. Man. Oh yeah, they said something about the Xbox stealing all your money. I don't know. I didn't.
They said something about the Kinect, like whenever you masturbate, it'll watch.
I already do that.